Tak hafal. Oh, 2,5 bukan 2. I thought pukul 2. Semalam saya baca pukul 2. Tapi dalam kalender 2,5. Hmm, 2,5. Ya. Saya beli game RM4, RM4.65 sen. Okay. 600. Tak apa, saya boleh bayar. Inilah. Dia pasal dia malas nak tegur direct, tapi dia macam faham-faham boleh tak? Kau nak cakap apa pun, basicnya still itu je. Tu lah dia ulang-ulang balik kan. Boleh kalau 3 orang je main. Apa? Pukul berapa? Oh. Hmm.
Hello, buddy.
Yeah.
Morning. How are you?
Okay.
Morning. He said morning, so I said morning.
Sorry?
Rena's like, it's afternoon. I'm like, oh, yeah. He said afternoon, so I said afternoon.
Dah biasa. Yeah, I used to when I study pun I just cakap like morning every time. Even at
Yeah.
night.
Right? Yeah. So what's on your agenda for today? Sleep late or what?
Yesterday, not really that big lah. I'm playing apa nama what's not Team Hospital, 2 Point Hospital. I shared the
Oh,
link
yeah?
on the chat.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Playing it on PC, right?
Yep.
Hello.
Hello, son.
Wah, bagi kopi
Yeah, why don't you go make me a coffee?
You like that?
What are you doing for pasta today?
Maybe some work.
For buka? Oh, okay. What do you order buka already?
Sup?
Okay.
Yo.
Hello, handsome. How are you?
Yo. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm okay, buddy.
How is everybody?
Peachy. Oh, Melissa, brings the wind.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I love your office. It's so minimal.
Yeah.
When's the furniture coming?
When the furniture arrives in Aquarius.
Okay.
You look like apa? Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, a bit, right?
Right, you played Mirror's Edge, right? So like everything is like in white.
Yeah.
Wait, let me on the lights.
Come lah, join me. Watch me play. On my link.
Stuff like that.
I got so many games to play myself. I'm clearing out my backlog, man. Well, I'm trying to, but I keep buying new shit, so it's not really.
I'm doing research for my proposal.
All right.
I'm doing research too. Okay.
I'm like going deep into like history of art and symptoms of depression stuff. Wow.
Yeah. Interesting.
I kind of like doing research.
Suits you, I guess.
Yeah, it reminds me of college.
You like to be reminded of college.
It was a 3-year time. Now I just feel old.
You're early. How old you are? Apalah, it gets to us sometimes. Hakim, apa khabar Hakim?
I'm okay.
Sambil buat apa?
Nah, order pizza.
Eloklah order awal.
Yeah.
Order early.
Because yesterday order like around 5:30 and oh my god, dia punya server lambat gila.
You order for 5:30 sampai?
On 5 tak. Yesterday I tried ordering at 5:30
Uh-huh.
and then try dia punya server, oh my god.
Oh,
Lambat
lepas.
gila. Tekan
Because
satu
everybody
pizza.
Oh.
Everyone ordering on 5:30.
Satu hal juga.
Hey! Stupid mosquito.
What's that YouTube video about?
Huh? It's me playing 2 Point
Oh.
Hospital.
Okay.
Are we gonna
Using
start?
hospital.
RAM is coming soon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can hear myself in your stream.
It's part of it sekali, right?
Yes, like a 5 or 10 second lag.
Right.
Ah, shit.
Space.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
Happy
Hello.
Saturday.
coming.
Oh.
I think Joanne will join us in a while. Can start.
All right. How's the puasa going, Faisal?
Okay, je.
Okay. Used to it already.
Good.
So long. Huh?
I'm okay with pasta. I like fasting.
Yeah. I actually fast every day.
You do that.
Intermittent
Intermittent
fasting.
fasting, right?
Yeah, I don't eat fast. I don't eat breakfast.
I
But
haven't
my
eaten.
weight.
I'm
It's
also
okay.
fasting.
I've been
Ah, okay.
fasting since 2 hours ago.
Yeah. Anybody else joining us? Zaid, Kenny? Should call them. I call them.
But we should start soon anyway.
Yeah. Must be on time.
Yeah. Need to watch my drama already.
Oh,
What are you watching?
what are you watching, Ake?
Doctor Stranger.
First Stranger.
Doctor Stranger.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor
Oh,
Strange, you mean?
Doctor Stranger.
No,
No, it's
Doctor
Stranger.
Stranger.
Stranger than Doctor
Oh,
Strange.
this-
Stranger.
This
It's
is
about
Korean
a
guy.
Korean doctor from North Korea.
Whoa. Oh, must watch. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I watched Crash Landing on You recently.
Wow, nice, right? Faye also watched recently also. She says she cried very really hard.
Damn man, these Koreans, they know how to write a drama.
Yeah, they know how to make you cry.
Okay.
Huh?
What's it called again?
Which one?
The one you guys just watched.
Oh,
Crash
crash
Landing
landing on you.
Crash Landing on You.
Is it an
Yeah.
alien?
No. If you want to see Alien, My Love from the Stars.
Oh wait, nobody on video? Okay, I off my video.
Yeah.
I'm live streaming.
You're live streaming.
I'm playing a game.
Oh, what game you playing?
Two Point Hospital. I put a
Oh.
link on my on the chat.
Oh, that.
Well,
Is it raining every evening for you guys?
Some
Yeah.
evenings.
Heavy
Yeah,
no.
mostly.
Yeah, heavy. It is raining every day. Got mosquito.
Oh, Kassim, you are streaming.
Not bad, no. You got 30 over subscribers.
Whoa, not bad.
Oh,
That's
those
it.
are for my old content.
Ah.
Like, if you go to my channel, I used to like upload development things I do
Nice.
for my game.
Wow, not bad. I'm going to your Kassim stream.
Have to update your newest.
Wow, not bad, your views quite 1.5 views.
Yeah, man.
A lot. Not bad, not bad. Creating an idle animation.
Playing that. I don't know, somebody got music just now. So now.
Saya dah teruk dalam tu.
Watching Kassim code development, game development. You know which one, Kassim?
I think I kind of forgot which video is that.
The creating an idle animation of an action game.
Oh, that one.
It has 1.5k views.
Yeah, that one is much higher views than rest.
Why
Yeah,
I don't recall what video is that actually. I mean, like,
Because
I
I
don't
think,
recall what's inside that video.
It's not the video. I think the video is obviously very informative, but I think the title creating
Yeah.
for a game that one hits a lot of people.
Right.
yeah. But you got 19 dislikes though,
Yeah.
and 4 likes only.
Oh, why like that? Got haters out there.
I know. I recall like the day
Like the
that
music
I got
lah.
my first dislike. It was like really exciting actually.
One
It's like,
dislike.
oh my god, somebody actually disliked me.
That means you're making it in the world, you know.
Yeah.
It's like that. Somebody actually disagreed.
And you got
Okay lah.
haters, right? You know lah. You're there.
That's why I like to have like somebody actually dislike me. So it's because it's like kind of
You,
different.
if you put a commentary there, teaching the what to do, I think there'll be more views.
Yeah.
Why I think music.
It's the music, is it? That's why they
A lot of
dislike.
people like the music. I think.
Oh yeah. Maybe you have some music. Yeah.
I always see comments on other YouTube videos. You know, They always complain
Yeah.
about music.
Okay lah, become your first top Tomb Raider episode 1 view.
I posted that. Is that still there? Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
I just
there.
really I didn't realize I saved that thing.
In April. Ni.
Remember the other day?
Yeah.
I should have live streamed like the first time I played because like, I was really loud the first time I played.
You were loud.
I was complaining about a lot of things in that game.
Oh.
Oh, Melissa calling the rest.
Kenny didn't answer.
Should we just start first?
Yeah, I think we better start.
Yeah. Let's start.
How? We listen to the game ideas first.
Can?
Yeah. The ideas. Or Faizal, you want to start first?
No. I don't have that much
Uh,
going on actually.
Or
Basically,
Melissa?
it's from Faisal son. If they have any the game ideas and who else?
Oh,
Nadia.
I thought we were going to talk about the school.
Yeah, the primary school one as well. But another part is the
Mini games, right?
yeah.
I don't know. The mini
we
games
can-
for me, the music one seems interesting. You know, there's a lot you can do with that one.
We can focus on the primary school one if the ideas are not ready yet.
I already upload my one in media.
Sun
Ah.
got upload his
Sun,
idea.
let's talk about your idea first.
Share your
start.
screen lah, Sun.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Can see Hello?
Yeah,
Yes.
for the king.
Okay. Now this is all the graphic is just reference from Google. Nothing actually directly, but it's for reference how I vision the game. Okay, so what my idea is, let's have a open world game. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Okay.
open world game is like survival and exploration. And actually one of the objective is not restrict what players want to do, so there's no main quiz or a clear objective for the player. So I vision the map is going to be big, like the 1-to-1 scale of the real world,
Whoa.
but still we can have a small release first, like small map first to begin with lah, not like directly a big one. Consists of city, villages, tribes, And for example, players from Southeast Asia will just spawn at the Asia continent and at a large city at the center. So same goes to the other player lah. The timeline is set to medieval, simple magic a lot of teleportations. So editable now, I only think of like the colors of the equipment item, the player appearance. Is how I vision the world looks like, but it's going to be a big one. That's why I choose like low polygon graphic. That is not that heavy, no, easier to run. It's like still not decided on like third person view or like first person view. So none of it. Player can build their own house, traps, machines, and they can have a learning skills, explore around the city where they spawn or some other city beside the spawn. So there are no jobs or class in the game, so they can be anything they want by carrying certain items or doing a certain task. So this is the NPC, like some NPC. It's like a guard. Player can own NPC and house. So when they own a house, they can create a guard NPC to help them guard their house against the other player or other hostile entity. And player can also own a tribe and a village or a city. So they can create armies and walk around, exploring. So the village belongs to the closest city, as in a city is like a main region. So village around the city will be assigned to that city, and if a player attacks the village, it means like you declare war against the city, and the player cannot go into the city or they will be attacked, something like that. And the city can be conquered by a player as well, but it's not that easy. Like, they have a mayor that can be killed, and there's an army that protects the city as well. So a group of players can come together as a faction to attack the city. So home, player can allocate home or territory to build their home and raid other players. But if a player's house is within the city, so the house is protected by the city's security or guards within the city. So the other thing is PvP. So PvP is allowed in the wilderness. All items will be dropped on that. It's like you lost everything. Some other NPC and their details. So there are monsters and mobs inside the wilderness. That monster is like some mini boss or boss that spawn within the deep forest or dungeon, so they can gather the other monster. This is like controlled by AI, so they can randomly gather other monsters together to own a space, or just make some random decision to raid a village or tribe there nearby. And if they succeed, they will become more powerful and more monsters will follow the mini boss or maybe boss. And then other entity like golem can be friendly or can be hostile, but mob is basically farmed by player lah. It's like mini monster. It's like slime, goblin, wolf. It's basically harmed by player to gain experience. So factions and guild is like a player can own a group, but there's no in-game indicator that says that this player belongs to whatever group. The faction leader can have a key, flag, and a set of tokens. The flag is to mark the territory, cannot be destroyed. I mean, should not be destroyed. So it's to mark the territory, but it doesn't mean that anyone else cannot go in. It just means that this faction owns, declare that this place is theirs. And the key is to access the vault, and token is to give other player permission to give order to the NPC of that faction or the key to open the vault. So nothing is indestructible, like including homes and some items. So yeah, it's like a free open world with basically no hard rules. That's it.
Are you thinking of this as MMORPG?
It's an MMO, but it's not quite an RPG.
like more like strategy.
Depends on how you play it. You can play it as a strategy game, or you can play it as a lone wolf without strategy. Just go around and raid everybody.
But what's the goal? I mean, you said there's no specific goal, right? But what is the motivation?
So the motivation, one of the motivation is to explore around survival, like explore around the cities, explore around the building that other player builds.
It's basically survival, right?
Yeah,
Like I remember, and because it's like an open world, you can build your base, and then your base is susceptible to anybody who can visit, or they can basically invade or attack. So you have to
Yeah.
just like keep on surviving
can-
while trying to pillage everybody else if you want, or you can just like be alone and just make sure that nobody can chow you and stuff.
yeah, you can choose a deep space. A far place away from everybody, and just have your small base there, so that nobody finds you.
Yeah, it recalls
Well,
me
because
to
it's
a.
some-
There's a. I know like there's a few games like this already actually on mobile, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
I think I played this one like a few months ago. It's basically like Don't Starve. It's basically like Don't Starve style. It's basically you're plunked into the world, build a home, build a shelter, and then you just like go out, find resources just to survive. But at the same time, your place is still susceptible to people coming in.
Yeah.
A lot of like those Clash of Clans style, but it's like more gritty, more realistic survival rather than just like clashing of
Yeah.
It's
clans.
like an MMO for Minecraft lah.
Yeah, kind of.
Basically,
Yeah, it's like a Minecraft. Yeah.
Minecraft MMO like actually, right?
Minecraft is not. It's MMO, but it's not RPG. It's like you can do whatever
You can
Yeah.
play a role though.
you can,
Yeah.
but
You can make
it's
a
not
role basically. You
like a
can
hard-
make
Like
your own
it's
story.
not predetermined lah. It's
Ah.
like you choose your class, you choose your skills
So
or
RPG
anything.
doesn't
lah.
have to be like that because like technically anything that's you create your own role technically that becomes an RPG more or less. But not in your
So-
standard way lah.
So also like imagine there's like something within this game. So there's a element that can create frost or create attributes. So it's up to player to create a composite item that consists of multiple elements working together as one, like traps, weapons. There's no like hard rules on what adds what become a gun or something adds something to become what. It depends on how player wants to use the element.
So I think the feature here is freedom of crafting.
Yeah, freedom. Freedom is one of the main objective. It's not to restrict anyone to do anything.
A sandbox lah.
Yeah, sandbox. It's pure survival. Maybe some people will find it interesting. I mean, if you really want a goal, you can have a conquer a city as a goal. Maybe the one that everyone spawns in, so that you just take control of everything already. If you success lah.
For a sandbox, a good sandbox game, I feel there needs to be structures in the world, laws and rules that just happen independent of the player. So the player, can live
I've been
according to the
informed
rules
that
of the land
local
and
library is
play out
implementing
any
a
kind of
new
story that
policy
they wish.
this week.
So
Head librarian Penelope
system
Stoffage,
in place,
tired of so many people forgetting to return
security
books,
system,
is
like you
threatening
say
to
lah, in the
sneak
city there are
into our
guards,
homes at night
maybe
and
a
recover any overdue
law enforcement
volumes while
system.
we sleep.
If there are
So
certain
if
things
you
you
find
do
your
that
breakfast
against the
cereals
law,
arranged
they'll come
alphabetically
after
and
you.
shelved by fiber content,
Yeah.
don't be
So
alarmed. It's just
one
old
of it
Penelope
I
doing
wrote
her
here
job.
is PvP. So normally within the city is not allowed PvP. If you PvP, the guard will come for you. But depends on which city you are on. Some may allow, some hostile city or some really a different rule. The city with different rules can allow PvP.
monetary support.
Depends on who rules the city.
Yeah. So if a player raids a city, like a group of players just conquer a city, so they can declare rules on that city.
It's like there's an upcoming game. It's called Chronicles of Illyria, right? And then they like where it's building. It's like in development right now, but they're like recruiting people to like sponsor the games, right? If you pay more, you get to be like the ruler. Then you get to, then you get like big houses. But if you pay less, you become like a minister or something.
What's the game?
Chronicles of Illyria. Of Illyria.
Maintenance announcement.
Elyria. Yeah, that one. It's an upcoming game. I've been following this since like 2-3 years ago lah. It's still in development. But yeah lah, you can like pay like hire to become like a king or ruler or something.
Wow. The only way is to pay, or you can also in the game you can kill the king and become the king.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like this game, right? The what the developer says, that's the main point is if you die, you die. You need to make a new character.
It's a
But then
permanent
it's a permanent death. But then if like you build a life here, right, and then you like have children, you can play as your children lah, because your old character will grow old and then die, so you play as your children lah.
Better faster get children, huh?
Yeah. So here you can like pick like what kind of price you want to pay for the game, like in development right now, so you can make your pledge as a ruler or as a minister or something lah. That's why when Andrew said like, okay, it will we make the rules for that city so that the players will follow the rules. So that's why I'm thinking like if people pay more, they'll make the rules for the lower ones.
Ah. This one is it going to be subscription based?
I
Sorry?
think so.
Is it
Right.
a subscription based model?
The Chronicle one, I'm not sure.
I think it's a pay once only.
Pay once.
Yeah, pay once.
Then after that, micro transactions.
Yeah, microtransaction lah. I think the site like rosak already.
Like, I don't know what to press future media. Is it sign up now?
This game like offers like you can be anything you want, like you need to buy from that merchant lah.
The merchant is also human lah. Human
Yeah,
player.
the merchant is also a player lah.
That means there must be players that will just be merchants lah. They won't have dreams
Yeah.
of becoming.
Because
Glory.
because like it's if you die as an adventurer, you die what. So some people who don't want to die, they be merchant lah.
So not out yet lah. No beta yet as well.
Yeah, not still in development. Been in development for quite some time lah.
I see the early development from 2000.
Well, quite long.
2000.
So Yang San, have you thought about the medium, the business model, all that?
No, I didn't talk about that lah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be like. Actually, one of the things is I don't want to be like when you pay, you get more advantage.
Yeah.
pay to win lah.
So fair, but then still need to have some business model also.
How big of the world you thinking? You
The
say
scale
really
that
10 by 10, a bit small, right? I don't know. Don't know lah.
the wall that I have in mind is as big as the real world, 1-to-1 scale.
Ah,
So player might not be able to explore like throughout the whole world. Like maybe it's impossible. But then it's not necessary like the first release we need to do like the big one. We can go from small and then it's like a generator. So we generate the more space.
do you think it will be
So that one I'm not sure.
prefer
I'm
to
think-
design the whole world?
No need to design. Actually, it's like design a template and then it will just duplicate itself
You
to
want a
the.
procedural style lah.
Procedural
Procedural type
ah.
world.
Not sure with that terms.
Procedural is basically like Minecraft lah. It will generate based on that. You don't really have
Yeah,
to design the world per
So-
se. There's gonna be, but you're using algorithms to design.
Yeah.
You're imagining
So the
something like that,
location
right?
of the location of the cities like village can be randomly generated.
Mm.
Of course, they have some rules or else like two cities stick together back by back.
Betul lah, betul.
The graphics you are thinking low poly.
Yeah, something like this.
And then, did you get all your graphic references from the same game?
No, it's not. It's not from the same game. It's just from the same genre.
They look quite consistent.
Yeah. All this is low poly. I find all the
Staff
low
facilities
poly.
are out of bounds for all patients and some staff.
So it's one of the objectives is also get player as creative as possible. Because since they can do anything,
Yeah.
things can be creative.
I don't know. This kind of open world sandbox game. Then you want to be creative. Don't know if how much help from the environment the players need for them to play out the stories that they want to play out.
Much help the environment. First of all, they need to at least find all the resources they need, and then they have a stable like at least you won't die randomly at some point, so you can explore and build some interesting things. So it's like maybe a factions will form, and then you can build based on the resources that you have.
Should there be world events to drive?
They-
Yeah.
There's no. I mean for now, no. But one of the event that I have in mind is this one, the monster one.
So come
So-
and everyone.
Yeah, the monster will come and raid tribes or village. Depends on the tier of the monster. Maybe someday a legendary monster will comes around and declare war on the city. So all the players suddenly has an objective to defend it as the city is their home. So there's no really like a main story or a main quest that's going on this one.
Please don't unplug.
More like
any
random
wireless
event,
for
but they can be
Yeah,
yeah,
background
they can.
story lah. History of the world lah. Some lore. Right?
History. I didn't think of that.
No,
No, I don't think there's any history to it. If the server survive long enough, then maybe they will have history.
It will create its own history.
Yeah, it creates its own history. Maybe at some point at the after the launch, maybe the city that everyone spawns in get destroyed already. The main goal is you to spawn in and get out alive first.
Nurse, please go to the
That
pharmacy.
might be at some point. So player will have to set up and find a safe home, the city that's safe enough. But I imagine there's dungeon also, so it encourage player to explore the wilderness, like deep inside forests, dungeons, to gain
I'd like
resources
you to
or
all
some rare
think of a
material so they can
butterfly
trade with some
sleepily
PC or
waving its colourful
PCs.
wings. Isn't that a lovely image?
Do you think the
Meanwhile, in the
dungeon
news
should
today,
be
the
instant?
mayor has announced a 100%
Yes, it should
increase
be.
in our taxes.
It's not like we need to us the developer designing every dungeon. It's more like also generated based. It's like maybe we design one of it, use it as template, and then some randomized placement of the room, and then you can just generate underground. Or maybe it's a sky dungeon. The one anything also can. One mechanic that I wish have is this one lah. Elements that can create force or attribute. So player can access the pure pure force or attribute, and as they combine them together, they can make some working item.
You know, you have magical elements, right? I was thinking if it could be like take into account chemical formulas and material science. You know, you mix certain things, then the material is harder but brittle, break easily, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Or bend.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Maybe like when you want to have some safety things, so you want a smoke bomb, so you mix water and fire together, but it's not active. It's stored as an item, maybe a ball or what. When you activate, then they will combine. Something like that.
Yeah.
But they all need to do more research on how they want to implement. Because if they define all the recipe for the items, right, it kind of define the rules already. Because we already preset the recipe.
We
Player
need
can
to design a physics-based way of crafting
yeah.
than recipe-based.
You need to design a way of crafting. Yeah.
Physics and chemistry.
Maybe not exactly follow physics and chemistry, like not 100%.
Or the physics and chemistry of this world.
Yeah. It's not bound to the real world's physics and chemistry, but it can be similar.
Can be similar. Yeah.
So we need to make our own periodic table of elements.
Yeah.
Damn.
When you think of it, actually, it's like you need a conductor, something that can transmit energy, and then the energy itself.
There's a bit of that in Zelda, I think.
Zelda
I think of it.
like the linear, right?
The Minecraft, the redstone.
Minecraft, that one is really detailed. You can make a working computer inside a Minecraft world.
Yep.
Yeah, Minecraft's crazy, man.
Yeah, see Minecraft, they doesn't have a recipe for the working computer, but they only define how the redstone works.
Elements only,
The
yeah.
player create that.
But yeah, basically because you have all of that algorithm inside already, which basically allows you to do whatever you want technically.
The algorithm is very basic one, but they build complex structures on top of that.
Yeah.
It's something basic that you can build upon.
It needs to be something basic that you
So
can
you
build.
need to basically try to focus on, you want to start basically on what's the core mechanic of the game first, rather than you want to consider like the things that it could be, like what it can be when it gets big, but you want to start with what's the main thing. Like Minecraft, the whole main thing of it is the mining and the crafting. That's the basic mechanic of Minecraft, which is very fun in its own right. So when you can mine stuff and then you can craft or build stuff, then you would think about like what you can build and what else you can do with the build and what else you can mine. You can build things to mine even better. So everything is correlated, right? Because that's like the main core mechanic. So in this case, your particular game, your game is basically, you say like survive, explore, want to do everything, but you want to make sure that you have like that one core element, which is your core game mechanic. Do you have that? What is like the main thing that you will be doing every day? Every time you play, this is the thing that you will do. Like when you play CS, you'll be shooting people. You play Warframe, you'll be sliding out and slashing and shooting people, collecting items and crafting things. You play Path of Exile, you basically grind.
I imagine it as collecting and gathering as well, maybe mining as well, to gather all the elements, material that they need.
So you're creating a Minecraft, basically.
Yeah,
What's the difference between your game and Minecraft?
it's more. It's more. How do I say?
Oi.
City. So you can actually gain something
Such as?
if you conquer a city. People like I feel happy if I own it.
You want that
I
sense
feel-
of ownership, that you
Yeah.
have like your own space.
Yeah, if I can just raid a village. Yeah, or raid other players.
But you're saying even the factions and the cities, right?
Mhm.
It's all based on the people behaving as such, not necessarily supported by any in-game mechanic, is
Yeah,
it?
the game doesn't tell you
The
that.
only-
That's basically
the
you're banking
faction.
on the type of people that playing your game. So you need to
So-
there has to be something in that game that would entice these kind of people to come in.
No, the factions. What I have in mind is like they can own a group or come together, but there's no mechanics in game, like no hard mechanics in game to indicate that this player belongs to which group. So maybe betrayal can be happen.
Yeah, like so basically you can betray, you can like you can do factions, you can basically like apa, play around like what a deception deceptive type of gameplay.
Yeah.
Right.
You design.
so
Again, you play how you.
So is that the type of people you want to be in your game?
Yep.
Okay, so basically
No, I mean if they decide not to betray each other, then that's fine.
no, because
There's
that's
no-
the thing. It's one thing to just say that they can do whatever they want, but you have to, as a developer, as a game designer, you need to basically craft your players as well. You need to basically like in the design, it needs to have these type of mechanics or these kind of themes, this kind of like things that would entice people to that would drive people to do that. Like you introduce elements that hey you can, if you do this you can do that basically, so it entices people to be deceptive or train people to actually go in a certain direction, but it doesn't have to, they don't necessarily have to be that particular type of player. They can do literally it's their choice, but you
Yeah.
want to have that design to factor into the whole game mechanics and whatnot, so that you know that's basically how roughly how you're supposed to play the game basically. So it needs it needs those types of elements, like if you want that kind of game basically. So you need to figure out some mechanics or themes that basically wants to entice people to do factions or entice people to explore and raid people. What do you get by raiding people? Just sense of satisfaction comes from what you collect things, or you collect things, you can build things, and you can share these things or those things. Like really, you need to have that reward that will reward players for acting in a certain behavior that you want them to be.
So they get reward when they explore, they gain stuff. So they go as a factions or groups, they gain reward as they won't die easily. They can how do I say, they can explore deeper, or they can maybe come across and raid a village easier. But so in doing as a group, there has a risk that one of them can betray and brings the other groups comes in and raid them.
And that rewards them how?
So you gain all the items that from the death of the group that you are raiding.
you can basically all kill everything lah. You can take over the whole
Yeah.
faction and you be the leader of it, and you have total control lah.
But things might not necessarily works out at how it is planned lah.
Obviously lah. That's why basically you need to like lay out the ideal play, basically the ideal flow of the play, so then it becomes a lot clearer to craft the whole game design and the mechanic. Because like if you just we're okay with the whole idea basically you want to create faction and betray and all that, but it just needs to be more polished up lah, those things where like what kind of rewards, what kind of
More, you mean more detail?
just
What
a
can
bit
I
lah,
give?
just at least like have a rough idea lah of what it entails.
Because when a player die from PvP, they drop everything, and it can die anyway. Besides, maybe the city will protect you to some certain extent. So it is always allowed on wilderness. So when the factions gather around, they decided to go on a raid on village. So village is within wilderness. So it's like a village, village within wilderness. So when the factions of players just go and raid the village, maybe some other faction will have intel too, because the world is so big that not necessarily everyone like knows that this group is going to this village. They might have like thousands or maybe more village around, like outside.
I feel definitely there should be I think there should be some motivation articulated in the game design. I feel it can be based around the concept of gathering and building, right? So as you conquer more and more, like you have towns and cities under you, you are able to craft more things and better things lah. So maybe you can also get to craft like very fancy clothes and a crown, big ass crown, throne and all that, throne room, castle, right? That
And
could
you
be
can hire,
motivation.
you can hire a group or small group of NPC for you to protect the house.
I'm thinking of not just that, but to help with the gathering, right? You can this is like a innovate to win mechanic. So you have to innovate new kinds of machines with the crafting system. And a reason for people attacking players, could be that if you steal their machine, you can then reverse engineer it. Right? If you see someone, wow, this machine that's very efficient in gathering a certain material, but you don't know how it works out, right? Then you can the game mechanic can allow you to, if you get control of it, you can take it apart and see how it's made.
That would be interesting as well.
Yeah, that can be done also.
Those are the things lah. Basically, you need to like really think through lah. So it becomes a lot more
think-
stronger lah.
Yeah, I agree. Then people will be enticed to play and enticed to do stuff. Like if we compare to Chronicles of Valyria, right, we were saying some people need to just be a merchant and forever be a merchant. Then the economy will work, right? I fail to see the fun in that for people who ultimately choose to be a merchant. Then I'm thinking maybe that kind of game is very casual one, right? Like Second Life kind of thing. It's just to experience a different kind of lifestyle, right? But then if we need people to consistently want to experience that kind of lifestyle as a merchant, it may not be sustainable, right? People might try for a couple of months, then okay, I'm done, right? Then your economy will start to fail when more and more people leave the merchant career.
Yeah.
But if everybody is working, if that's the kind of game we want to make, then maybe it's fine lah. But if we want people to want to keep playing and want to do different things, then maybe we need some kind of something for them to target lah.
Okay.
With targets and objectives, different people will then fit in different ways, right? And if you consider that there'll be groups that groups of friends that want to collectively achieve having a castle and a town and a city and conquer the world, right? Then the different players in this group will have to have different jobs, lah.
Yeah, different
But
roles
they
to
all play
play.
in the way they want. Yeah.
Fellas, I gotta jump on another call. When are you submitting this to client?
Huh? Who's the client?
I mean, when are you submitting anything for this? For your Singapore job?
Oh, Singapore job. Monday is submitting. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Right.
Hungry.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'll catch up with you later. Yeah.
Okay.
Lonely.
All right. Take care.
Hey guys, give me
Eat
1
some
minute so I
cheesy
go and take some
gubbins.
water. Right.
Cheesy
Yes,
gubbins.
guys.
The snack
Everybody
for
drink
people
water.
with nothing to lose. This is 2 Point Radio.
Okay.
Maintenance announcement.
Yep.
Bins will become full.
So Faizal, continue.
Sorry.
I mean,
Any
I
more?
think that's all from my one already. Right.
For now.
Sorry.
If no more discussion about Sun's game, then we can go on to the next one.
I think that's it from my one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So shall we move on?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's go next one.
Stop stream.
Who has something?
For the primary school game, right now we're talking about.
Oh, we go to primary school?
Oh yeah. I'll need to. I'll come back in half an hour. So that,
How?